Welcome everyone to the Township Council Annual Reorganization Meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Everyone please rise for the salute to the flag and please remain standing. The flag is behind me.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to have a moment of silence. Mayor, I believe you had a few comments.
Thank you, Pete. The coronavirus pandemic made 2020 a haunting and horrifying year for our residents and all our fellow Americans across the country. It has caused the worst kind of tragedy for some of those families who lost loved ones to the virus. The hardship of the pandemic was intensified here in Saddlebrook in that we endured and mourned several unrelated losses to our municipal family. We remember lives lost in 2020 that represented all walks of life: residents, township employees, both active and retired, a volunteer firefighter serving over 50 years, former township officials, all fondly remembered for their unique contribution for the betterment of our community. We honor the memory of all those who are no longer with us and ask that God welcomes them into his arms and grants peace to their relatives and friends. On a more positive note, our community has shown resilience in working together to help combat the virus and has remained positive and strong. Millions of Americans have received vaccinations protecting them against coronavirus. And by mid-year, we hope to be back to a normal lifestyle. Lastly, we welcome the birth of our newest resident, Olivia Rosiak, the first baby born in 2021 in Bergen County on January 1st at 12:19 a.m. Congratulations to the Kurzinski family and Rosiak family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Please be seated. Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all council members and to all legal newspapers in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, and in consideration of the Executive Order Number 103, issued by Governor Murphy on March 9, 2020, declaring a state of emergency and a public health emergency in the state of New Jersey. The public is hereby advised that any statements made during the meeting of the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook may not be privileged or protected, and that persons or entities who take issue with such comments may and have in the past sought legal redress through the courts. Any member of the public who addresses the council speaks for themselves and not for the council. At this time, we'll be administering the oath of office. First, Councilwoman Florence Mazer, please step up to the podium. Please repeat after me. Raise your right hand. I, Florence Mazer,
I, Florence Mazer,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New
of
Jersey,
the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the government
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
and will perform my duties
I will perform my duties
as councilwoman
as councilwoman
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. We're going to ask you to stand in the middle. Stand right in the middle. Next, I'd like to call up Councilman Andrew Simaluka for the oath of office. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Andrew M. Simaluka,
I, Andrew M. Simaluka,
do solemnly
do
swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the
that I
Constitution
will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New
of the State of New
Jersey,
Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the government
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and will perform my
I will
duties
perform my duties
as
as
councilman
councilman
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially, and justly
and justly,
to the best of my
to the best of my
ability.
ability.
So help me
So help me
God.
God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Off to mom.
Mayor?
Councilman David Garrett. Raise your right hand, left hand on the Bible. Repeat after me. I, David Garrett,
I, David Garrett,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the government established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and will perform my duties
and will perform my duties
as councilman
as councilman
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Councilman. I have proclamations for each of you. I'm not going to read it. They're very long. From the state legislature, Senator Longana, Assemblywoman Swain, and Assemblyman Tully. Again, from the state legislature, congratulating you on your victories in re-election. So, give each one of you them when you come up. But I also have a letter from County Commissioner, I believe it was called Freeholder, now it's Board of Commissioners, from Tracy Zer, who's the Vice Chairwoman. Dated January 7th, Saddlebrook Mayor and Council, 93 Market Street, Saddlebrook, New Jersey. She requested that this be read. Dear Mayor White and Saddlebrook Council, I'm so sorry that I am unable to join you this evening, but I truly want to thank you all for your tremendous work last year and wish you well on the upcoming year of service to the community. Last year brought so many unforeseen challenges, and it highlighted the importance of thoughtful and capable local leadership. When the world shut down to prevent the spread of COVID-19, you all stepped up to make sure that the residents still had access to services they needed. The garbage still got picked up, the roads still got plowed, and the community still came together safely and at a distance. We have been so grateful for your partnership, whether it has been for testing, PPE distribution, or getting food to those in need. Your collaboration has been invaluable, and I look forward to the continued partnership going forward. Andrew, Florence, and David, congratulations on your successful re-election. You know that I am here for you all as a sounding board and to support you whenever you need me. Thank you to all of you who lead with determination and compassion, and I look forward, that lead with determination and compassion, and I look forward to what this new year can bring as we continue to emerge from this pandemic. Best wishes, Tracy, sir. I also have Flo. I have a councilwoman pinned here for you. Step up, please. And some flowers. You're very welcome. Congratulations, Flo. You deserve it. Don't get anything.
There's no money in the budget, Mayor, I'm sorry.
There's no money in the budget for you guys.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute, I do have something for you. I forgot.
Is it Bill?
I got pins for you guys too. I can say I lied. Councilman pin? I think Dave got the councilwoman the last time. We got it right this time.
Well, council person.
Yeah, that's right. Councilpersons,
Thanks.
Andrew Simaluka. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like to call the roll of the 2021 Township Council. Councilman Simaluka.
Here.
Councilwoman Mazer.
Here.
Councilman Accomando.
Here.
Councilman Garrick.
Here.
Councilwoman Dorminio.
Here.
Everyone is present. Before I turn the gavel, I only get the gavel once a year this time. I'd just like to make a statement. I'd like to thank the mayor and council for this past year in particular. Of course, it's always been great working with everyone here, but in particular with the pandemic. You never prevented us from moving ahead, keeping our employees safe. Our first responders were given everything they needed when they made their requests, and we did everything we can to keep everyone safe within our own environment and give the police, fire, and ambulance corps the equipment they needed to make their calls. I know I've sat here long enough that mayor and council, it's more than just one meeting a month. A lot of you serve on committees. A lot of you have civic organizations that you belong to, and you do quite a bit for the township of Saddlebrook. It's always a privilege working for you as a group. You've moved the township forward. I, for one, as a resident, as an employee, appreciate everything you do for the town. And with that, I'd like to ask for nominations for council president.
Nominate Karen Fiorminio.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? Non-nominations are closed. I will read the resolution for the appointment of a council president. Be resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that Councilwoman Karen Dorminio is hereby appointed council president, effective January 1st, 2021, for a term to expire on December 31st, 2021. The council president is to serve without additional compensation. We have a motion and a second. On roll call, Councilman Simaluka.
Yes.
Councilman Garrick.
Yes.
Councilman Accomando.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mazer.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dorminio.
Yes.
Congratulations. Here you go. At this time, we will be swearing in the newly elected council president and council president Dorminio's husband, former Mayor Lou Dorminio. Please come forward and do the honors.
Where's the oath?
He should be right.
This is truly an honor for me to swear in Councilwoman Karen Darminio for the second time in Saddlebrook. I also want to congratulate Flo Mazer, Dave Garrick, and Andrew Simaluka on their election. And at this time, I'd like to have you raise your right hand, put your left hand on the Bible, and repeat after me. I
Karen Darminio,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the government
to the same and to the government
established in the United States and in this state,
established in the United States and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and will perform my duties
and will perform my duties
as Council President
as Council President
for the Township of Saddlebrook,
for the Township of Saddlebrook,
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
justly,
justly,
and to the best of my ability.
and to the best of my ability.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You take it? Oh, thank you very much. They're beautiful.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Congratulations. I know you're going to do a great job.
Thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And thank you to the council for electing me as council president. I will give my 100% effort. Okay, I would like to ask Andrew, would you come up? On behalf of all of us, in appreciation for your leadership last year as council president, we would like to present you with the gavel.
Thank you very much.
Your own gavel, and I'd like to congratulate you for being reelected. And I also want to mention that you spearheaded the committee for the speed bumps and the speeding and the speed signs, and I would ask in your comments if you would address that later.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you to the people of Saddlebrook.
I would also like to congratulate Councilwoman Flo Mazer and Councilman Dave Garrick. Councilwoman, we just figured out it's your the beginning of your 6th term. That's amazing, and congratulations. Councilman Simaluka, is this your 5th? Fourth term. Thank you both for all of the years that you have given to Saddlebrook.
My pleasure.
I also would like to ask the mayor now, if you don't mind, if you would like to swear in the fire chief now before we go to comments.
Sure. Fire Chief Palazzati. Raise your right hand, left hand on the Bible. This is the oath of office. Wrong one. Fire Chief.
What is it, was that one better?
Yeah. Okay, repeat after me. I, Joseph Palazzati,
I, Joseph Palazzati,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I bear true faith
and I bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the
to
same
the same
and to the government
and to the government
established
established
in the United
in the
States
United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and will perform my duties
and will perform my duties
as Fire Chief
as Fire Chief
of the Saddlebrook Volunteer Fire
of the
Department,
Saddlebrook Volunteer Fire Department,
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly,
and justly,
to the best of my
to the
ability.
best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thank you.
You're doing fantastic. Funny, I got something for you too.
Oh, wow.
Get plowed out of
Very
You know better than
I'm
that.
partial to the women, so.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Chief.
Congratulations.
I forgot to thank my husband and my family for their continued support as I continue to serve the township. Thank you, honey. And I also would like to thank all the good people of Saddlebrook for allowing me the privilege to represent them. This is the 7th year, I'm starting the 7th year as your councilwoman. I'd like to do a recap of some of the work that we have done. In 2015, we started the road program, and to date, 35 streets have been paved. 4 more roads will be paved under our 2020 program in the spring. 6 more will be paved this year under the 2021 road program. 5 water mains have been replaced, with 1 going to be replaced on Hobson Street. We have received $668,000 in New Jersey DOT grants from 2016 to 2020. In addition to $1.5 million from the Community Development Grant from 2017 to 2020. Tonight, we are adopting a temporary budget, which is 26.25% of last year's budget. Our 2021 budget will be adopted approximately the end of April or the beginning of May. Due to the pandemic, there is an extension. We will be having budget meetings going forward. Because of the foresight between our auditor and financial department, we started a program of building in surplus for emergency preparedness. Fortunately, having that surplus, it has helped us in 2020 due to the loss of revenue in our hotel tax due to the pandemic. Usually, the revenue is $400,000. Because of the pandemic, we have collected 10%. We received an open space grant for Mayhill Street Park of $30,000 in conjunction with a $30,000 donation from Columbia Bank. Our senior housing project on Caldwell was done, and 30 seniors are enjoying beautiful apartments at a rent they can afford. Tricentennial Park on Platte and Saddle River Road was fenced in, and a gazebo was added for all the neighbors to enjoy. There are 4 memorial benches available to purchase to put into the park. Councilman Accomando will elaborate on the benches in his comments. We also put a new flag and flagpole on Saddle River Road between Route 80 entrance and exit. We are waiting public service to put the light on, and there will be 2 welcome signs to Saddlebrook, catty corner on each side. I want to congratulate the chief tonight, and I want to thank all of our first responders, our police, fire, ambulance corps. Thank you and your families for doing what you do to keep us safe. This has been a year like no other, and you put yourselves at risk for all of us. We so appreciate all you do. We will be working with the mayor to hire new police officers to replace those we unfortunately lost and those who have retired. I'm very optimistic that we will be able to bring back some of our programs, such as the parade, fireworks, the annual picnic, Halloween, and the holiday party. We have reserved the dates, and along with the co-chairs, Shannon Accomando and Christine Gennario, We are really hopeful that we'll be able to do some. Hopefully, if not the parade and the fireworks, at least the picnic. Our senior center has been closed, but the bus is still available for the doctor appointments. Another hope is that we will open by the end of the summer. I'm asking for residents out there for suggestions on bringing new programs into our senior club. We do have programs in place: line dancing, bingo, exercising, happy stitchers, but we're looking to start a book club, a garden club, and maybe an afternoon of card playing. So anybody out there that's interested, please give Joe a call at the senior center. You do not have to belong to any of the clubs. So I would appreciate if you would consider that. Last but most important, we have our municipal complex to get done this year. It's a huge project, and I am totally committed to getting it done in a timely manner and on budget. We all are. In closing, I believe this year is going to be good. I think we all live in the best town in New Jersey. So God bless Saddlebrook, and God bless all of you. Thank you. Now I'd like to go to Councilwoman Flo Mason.
Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the residents of Saddlebrook for the confidence you have bestowed in me by re-electing me to the council for my 6th term. Who's counting? It is truly an honor and a privilege to serve this great township, and I promise not to let you down. I'd like to congratulate my running mates, Dave, Andrew. While our campaign style was like none other that we have ever experienced in the past, we managed to secure a dignified victory. And congratulations for that. Mayor, I'd like to thank you for all your support. We are truly grateful to have you at the helm. To Todd and Karen, a sincere thank you as well for all of your support. We know you both share our same productive, positive direction for our township. Congratulations to all our professionals and appointees. We look forward to working with each and every one of you also. In closing, my closing comments, I'd like to say I've had the distinct opportunity to serve with 3 mayors, actually 2 of them are here in the room right now, and numerous council members over my past 20 years as a councilwoman. But the constant denominator during that time has always been one special person who I cherish. I cherish his mentorship, his leadership, but most of all his friendship. Pete, thank you for always being there for me.
Thank you, Flo. My pleasure.
You're welcome. And in closing, again, congratulations to Chief Palzati.
Thank you.
And to all our first responders, please be safe out there. God bless everyone, and hopefully better days are ahead. Thank you.
Councilman Andrew Simaluka.
I will reiterate what Flo said. We ran a good campaign. I think that it resonated with the people of Saddlebrook. They see what's been happening, and what's happening is good. What wasn't good, obviously, was COVID-19 and the pandemic. I was council president through that. It was an odd experience. We didn't have in-person meetings until, I guess, the first couple of months we had them, and then we stopped for a few months. It was strange, and it remains strange, and hopefully, Karen, you won't have to go through that for the entire year. Hopefully, once the vaccines get out there, this will, it'll dissipate, and we can kind of get back to the normal or the new normal. Again, I want to thank, in my service as council president, I couldn't have done it without the help of everyone on the council. It's a great council, and that's one of the reasons I think that we were elected, and we were elected by a large margin, because we do work together, and I think people can see our slogan was Saddlebrook first, and I think that people could see that we do put Saddlebrook first. We put it above political aspirations. We don't go by which side of the aisle. It's whatever is good for Saddlebrook. So with that, I appreciate the services and the help from the mayor and Pete, who were guiding hands through this all and leading us through this year's pandemic. Council President Darminio had asked about comments on the speed committee, I guess it is. So the committee consists of myself, Todd Accomando, Captain, Saddlebrook Police Captain Galbo, the Township Engineer Bob Klein, and we've been, and I would think an unofficial member would be our DPW Superintendent Bob Hickswatt. And we also have counted on some other police officers in the patrol division because they know where the problems lie. Now, what we've done was go around, and we physically did visit. We drove the town. We had an idea on our own what were the big ticket items, the issues, because we hear it. Hey, there's a lot of speeding, there's a lot of problems on my block. I can tell you this, everybody thinks that their street, whether it's the biggest street and widest street in town or it's a cul-de-sac, is the subject of too much speeding. And possibly it is, but we have to try and prioritize what we're doing. So one of the first things, and one of the main complaints, was Fairlawn Parkway. And what we did was stripe it, make shoulders on the roadway, and we did convince Fairlawn to do the same. We believe that it has helped. It's not perfect, but it has helped. What we did through the services of our engineer was we did a speed study. It was interesting, and I know we have a gentleman from Fairlawn Parkway here. It was very, very odd, or unexpected, I should say. What the average speed, we took speed readings at the north end of Fairlawn Parkway, I think by Shepis or Wilson, right around there, on the near the Fairlawn border. We also took it closer to Cambridge in that area. So there's a north side and a south side. The average speed, now it's a 25 mile an hour roadway. Before we striped it, it was basically not lined, but it really looked like it was 4 lanes, maybe even more. It was bigger than some highways. The average speed turned out to be 29 miles an hour in on the north end and 27 miles per hour on the south end. Now, what they go by is something called the 85th percentile speed. That's really what they look at in terms of whether something or a road is subject or appropriate for additional speed monitoring or speed controls. 85th percentile means that 15% of the people, or 85% of the people driving, were at this speed or lower. Now on the north end, it was 33 miles an hour, which again, obviously is 8 miles an hour over the speed limit, and on the south side, 32 miles an hour. So we didn't see too much of a difference. The average speed was a couple miles difference. The 85th percentile speed was 1 mile an hour difference. The crazy part that we saw was that the highest speed on the north end was 68 miles per hour. Now this is not, there's no commercial activity there. These are all houses there. So somebody was going 68 miles per hour. And even scarier was on the narrower part of the roadway close to Cambridge, somebody was driving 74 miles per hour, which is totally unacceptable. But we do believe that, according to this study, it would seem to indicate that the striping did some good. Is it perfect? No. Are we still going to continue to look at it? Yes. Have we asked the police department to enforce it? They know what to do. I'm not going to tell them how to do their job, but they know where the problems are. Now, what we also did was we put a speed hump, or speed table on President Street. We had a lot of issues with people traveling to get to Route 46, and they were, I mean, I witnessed that, they were really going fast. That has been a success because, and the reason I know it's a success because we really haven't had anybody complaining about that problem, and we were getting weekly complaints. We did it on, one of the criteria was near schools was one of our main criteria. So we have it on Floral, near Long School. We did a couple on Hillside, which is near Franklin School, and we are going to obviously still consider some other areas. But we put a couple of them, we put one on Liberty near the high school, and various other places where we didn't put speed signs, where we thought maybe it wasn't appropriate. We put speed control signs, devices, solar-powered speed control signs, and we're hoping that once somebody, you get that blaring red flashing light saying too fast or 37 miles an hour, and you'll see if somebody's in front of you, you'll all of a sudden see when that red speed sign goes on, you'll see the red brake lights go on too. So we do feel that that's going to help, and it has helped. Next year, we are committed to putting at least one on Wilson, and we are monitoring other streets. The speed control device that we use to test, like we did on Fairlawn Parkway, we're going to go from south to north. We're going to put one on Claremont. We're going to put one on Jamrose, and put one on Shepis to just monitor the speed there and see if those streets need it, because we've had a lot of complaints on those 3 streets in addition to others. So we do believe that it's helped, and it's a work in progress, and we will continue to do that for the safety of our residents. And I thank Todd and the other members of the committee for a lot of hard work, because we do go out, we talk to the neighbors, we drive up and down and see what we can do and listen to people, and hopefully next year we'll make it even better. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Nakamunda?
First, I would like to congratulate Dave, Andrew. It's apparent that the residents support what you guys do with the numbers you guys got. I think that's the most in history club for you. Sorry.
Let's count it.
But it's apparent that they do what they want. You guys do a great job, as well as yourself, Karen, Bob. Congratulate Chief Palazzotti. And as far as Karen was saying with the benches for Tricentennial Park, I reached out to the county, and they gave me their vendors, but unfortunately with their vendors you need a purchase order or a bid, and I don't believe we have one down, but I was able to get numbers around what they have. So for the 4 benches, we're looking with placards around a little less than $500 a bench, and with the help of the DPW, hopefully that'll keep the cost down, because they'll assemble it and do the concrete pad that the benches will go on. So hopefully, if we do order 4, maybe we get a better price. I gotta look into it. I gotta see if we can just try to come up with some type of purchase order number to go to these vendors to try and get different numbers. And the placards, I spoke with Karen. We thought the placards would be like around $15 because of the placards they got for the flags for the seniors. But those placards aren't for outside. Outside placards are triple price, sometimes higher. So those placards, some placards are about $85 to $135 where I saw it on some of these sites. So I'll keep you posted on that.
Thank you.
I'd just like to wish everybody a happy and healthy New Year, because we certainly do need it. And thank you.
Thank you, Todd. I just want to be clear, the 4 benches that are available to the residents to purchase.
Yes.
So what you're saying is we're looking at about almost $600. So let's,
Well, no, it's, well, for argument's sake, one here is $420.88.
okay. So let's say $500 so the residents know. And I would ask that if the residents are interested, there are only 4 available, and if they would contact Town Hall. Thank you. Pete?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Garrett?
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to congratulate first Flo Mazer, 6th term, very impressive. It says a lot. I'd also like to congratulate Andrew Samaluka on his 4th term. Again, says a lot to be here up here so long. I want to say that it's an honor and a privilege to serve the people of Saddlebrook. It's something that I take very seriously. I'll give it 100%. It's very important that we work together like we've been working together. We're very fortunate to have people up here that really care about the town. I want to thank Bob White, the mayor, for his support. He's always working hard for the town, but he worked very hard in this campaign. And I want to say thank you, Bob. Thanks for your support.
Thank you, David.
But most of all, I want to thank the residents of Saddlebrook for their support in believing in us. And we always do put Saddlebrook first. I'd like to also congratulate Councilwoman and now Council President Karen D'Arminio. I'd like to also congratulate Chief Palizzati. I want to thank Pete and Bob for their leadership during this difficult year. I think they did a wonderful job. Bob, your updates were great. Pete, your leadership and Bob's leadership.
Thanks, Dave.
It's been incredible. I really appreciate it. And the town appreciates it, so thank you. And I'd just like to wish the residents a prosperous, happy, and better new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. You like that, right?
I like it.
I too want to wish everybody a happy new year, healthy one. I want to thank my council colleagues for their kind words and their support all year long. We're a great bunch of people to work with. I want to thank the residents for getting it right with the general election this past November. I'd be remiss not to mention and thank all our fantastic first responders, healthcare workers, and essential workers that are on the front line of the pandemic and keeping us safe all the time. I want to congratulate Councilwoman Flo Mazer, Councilman Dave Garrick, and Councilman Andrew Samaluka for their victories, their re-election in the November general election. I also want to congratulate Kelly Mahoney, Sylvia Zottarelli, and Richie Shearer for winning seats on the Township Board of Education. I want to congratulate Karen D'Arminio for being appointed Council President. I know Karen is going to do very well. She's very committed and very knowledgeable.
Thank you.
So good luck, and if you ever need anything, I'm always here for you.
Thank you.
I want to thank all the council and Board of Education candidates who were on the ballot in November, but they came up short. I want to praise them for wanting to be involved and get involved to better their community. They ran good campaigns and fought good battles. And I guess my message to them, don't get discouraged. There'll be other opportunities for them and for you to serve in the future. Most importantly, I really want to say how proud I am of this governing body and our accomplishments. Karen did an awesome job highlighting them before when she spoke. We're a diverse, cohesive group that work together as a team. I think we've become very, very good at analyzing and solving problems. We don't all think alike. We have different political views and ideologies. We sometimes disagree on policies and how to get from point A to point B, but we all want what's best for Saddlebrook and respect one another's opinions. We're always accountable to our residents. Everybody up here, I can count on them for that. which is very, very important. We're always trying to improve ourselves and the community, always searching for grant money, trying to pave roads, upgrade services as much as we can within the budget. I believe we make good, thoughtful decisions, and we learn from our mistakes. All these things, I believe, make us very successful. And again, I'm very proud of this group. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilman Garrett, you have something else?
Before I end up not making another meeting, I just want to thank my wife, Jill, and Olivia for their patience and support during the election. They sacrificed greatly too. I was out a lot doing things, so thank you very much. You were first on the list, somehow got lost in the shuffle. I apologize. Thank you, Council President.
Okay, we'll go to resolutions.
Next resolution is the appointment of a planning board representative from the council.
Now you have a motion.
Councilman Dave Garrett.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Congratulations, Councilman. Mayor, would you do the honors and swear Councilman Garrett as the planning board rep?
At the meeting? We could do that at the meeting. Planning meeting, we got more there. I don't know.
Should we do it at the planning board meeting?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Next resolution is the appointment of a registered, municipal registered accountant, the auditor. We received requests for proposals, and we received one this year from Wilcox and Company, Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, for the year 2021.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bond counsel, again, we received one proposal. Our current bond counsel, Roger McCarthy.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Advertisement of legal notices, the official newspapers for 2021 would be The Record and Our Town in Maywood.
Motion, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The depositories for the Township of Saddlebrook would be Columbia Bank and Spencer Bank, both in Saddlebrook.
Motion. Did I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of signatures on checks would be the Township Clerk, the Mayor, and Treasurer.
Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Studying as required by state statute, the interest rates for delinquent taxes for the year 2021.
Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
This would be the resolution as required by statute to set the delinquent water charges for the year 2021.
Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Setting the meeting dates for the year 2021, the public meetings would be the first Thursday of the month through May. And again, we will post on our website, but we'll be meeting, if we meet in person, at the Saddlebrook Senior Center.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have the appointment of a zoning board member for a 4-year term. And the appointment is Joseph Schultz.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Appointment of zoning board member, first alternate, Kevin Martz.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Appointment of third alternate, Tyler Champion.
Motion?
Second. A motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Public Agency Compliance Officer, and that would be Peter Lodico for the year 2021.
Motion, please.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Discussion?
Aye.
Adoption of the council resolutions that were adopted in 2020. Title 40 allows them to continue for another year.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
The allowance of issuance of offline checks during the month of January as we work with our computer company to close out the year 2020. Make a motion, January.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
The temporary budget for the year 2021, as the council president mentioned, by state statute, it's 26.25% of the prior year budget.
Motion, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have the resolution to appoint, to approve a contract for the grant writing services, which would be Bruno Associates for the year 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
We have a resolution, as recommended by our tax collector, to grant the ability to cancel any tax delinquencies that are less than $10.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have a request from the administration to reauthorize the petty cash for the year 2021.
Motion.
Motion.
Second? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
That completes the resolutions, Madam President.
Okay. Mayor's appointments.
We do them all. I'll read them and then
We'll do them all in one motion. Okay.
appointment of special counsel tax collector to Choi Law Group. Appointment of labor counsel Cleary, Giacobi, Alfieri, Jacobs. Appointment of township planner Mazer Consulting. Appointment of the township insurance consultant risk management Alamo Insurance Group. Appointment of the township health benefits risk manager Trinity Benefits. Appointment of grant writer Bruno Associates. Appointment of planning board member class 2 Anthony Ambrosio. Appointment of planning board member Clifford Cook. Appointment of planning board member James Maniscalco. Appointment of planning board member John LaGuardia. Appointment of planning board member Kevin Hickey. Appointment of planning board member Mayor's alternate Mauro Camporelli. Appointment of planning board member first alternate Dominic Mazzone. Appointment of planning board member second alternate Regina Barali. Appointment of township treasurer CFO Timothy Conti. Appointment of plumbing subcode inspector Frank Giordano. Appointment of electrical subcode inspector Joseph DeMarsick. Appointment of fire subcode official Mike Seitz. Appointment of licensed sewer operator Jesse V. Diamont. Appointment of township historian Peter Lodico. Appointment of emergency management coordinator Chief Robert Kugler. Appointment of deputy emergency management coordinator John Tui, Todd Accomando. Appointment of township equal opportunity employment officer Peter Lodico. Appointment of board of education liaison Councilman David Garrick. Appointment of mayor's youth group liaison Thomas Van Winkle. Appointment of community projects and activities committee co-chairpersons Councilwoman Karen Dorminio, council liaison, Shannon Accomando and Christine Genuario as co-chairs. Appointment of Senior Center Advisory Board as per list. Appointment of crossing guards as per list. Appointment of special law enforcement officers, class 1, as per list. And I think it also includes class 3s because we just received them. Appointment of township physician Michael Weiner. And I believe that completes the mayor's appointments.
Can I have a motion for all the appointments?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Simaluka?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Councilman Garrick?
Yes.
Council President Diorminio?
Yes. Can I have a motion to open to the public?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The meeting is now open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and your address.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Good evening, everyone. I'm Thomas Verlinkle, 128 Lincoln Avenue, Saddlebrook. First off, I want to congratulate our council people for being re-elected to another term. You all know who you are, but I want to congratulate you guys. Also, I thank you for entrusting me to be the Mayor's Youth Group Liaison once again. I want to speak about the Mayor's Youth Group as well to let you guys know what's been going on. We held our last meeting on December the 5th on Zoom from our houses. So we discussed the Christmas holiday decorating contest, which went on through the month of December. And the last week of December, we judged all the houses. I also went around and did all the photos and videos. And there's a video that should be playing on our Saddlebrook Community Television station. It's also on YouTube as well. And you can find the links on the youth group social media pages to access both things. So I just want to take a moment to recognize all our winners of the decorating contest. I'll start with third place and work my way up to first. Third place was 107 Wilson Street. That was the Parisi family. Second place was 21 Jamrose Terrace. That was the Dempsey family. And last but not least, our first place winner was 24 Garden Street, the Celentano family. And I want to congratulate all the families for winning, and also want to thank everybody for entering. We had 20 houses in this year's contest, which took a long time to get all the photos and videos, but I want to thank everybody who entered, and we hope you will enter again for our Halloween and the Christmas holiday season next season. Thank you.
And thank you, Thomas, for all you do and all the pictures. The video was fantastic. And we appreciate what you do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Happy New Year. If I keep this brief, I have a few list of accomplishments from this year, but I'll keep it brief because nobody cares about the 25 traffic cones I bought. But we did receive a grant for over $8,000 that went to COVID supplies, which was welcome, and we're in the grant cycle again, so I'm working with Bruno Associates again. Last year, I wrote personally over 85 requisitions working with Pete and Tim at Town Hall, and I appreciate the council supporting the fire department, and the fire department appreciates all the support. A couple of brief things. I did an AED refresh, so each firehouse has an AED, each truck has them, so they're there to save your lives and our lives if we need them, so that's important. With some of the money that's aside for the new rescue truck, we were able to purchase new radios for the chiefs. We got a new mass fit machine, so we don't have to scrounge one to borrow it. We're getting 30 sets of gear for our firefighters. That's about 10 per firehouse. So with this crazy year and the pandemic, and we had to change the way we operate a little bit, and a lot of the information that I was needing to put out, he was talking about Zoom meetings and stuff, and we've done a little bit of that if we needed to. But I really relied quite a bit on the GroupMe application because I can reach out to most all of the members and get the information out. And I just wanted to share my last update of 2020, and this serves as my report to the mayor as well. To date, we've had around 307 calls for the year, a few away games, a few small fires, including a fire on 10th Street, Midland Ave, and a dryer fire on Steinway, to name a few. Great job by Mike in Fire Prevention, and a great job by my Assistant Chief 542, Jason Sabani, getting all the training set up. Looking forward to more in 2021. Extremely proud of everyone for stepping up in this difficult year, and look forward to when things return to life as we knew it. Excuse me. Thanks to all the 2020 officers, and good luck to the 2021 officers. I could not do any of this without you. My goal is to provide for you and to keep us all safe. I look forward to when we can break bread and enjoy a normal brotherhood and sisterhood again. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you very much. Anyone else from the public?
Hello, Hello, everyone. Damon Tulich, 550 Fairlawn Parkway. Just want to say congratulations to everyone. Happy New Year. Always start out by saying thank you to all you guys for what you do. I know it's for the love of the town. You're not getting rich off of this, so I really appreciate what you do. Andrew, thank you for everything you do. I know we've been in contact a lot. Let me ask you a quick question. And are you not the person I bother anymore? Is it going to be Karen?
No, it's Andrew.
Oh, so Andrew.
He's the committee.
You're not getting away. No, I just wanted to ask Andrew and thank you for all, like I said, all you've done, and I know, Todd, you're on that committee as well with the numbers. One question I have, and we can talk offline, is more about the inclusion criteria for the speeding, meaning given the fact that it is a residential area, there are a lot of people maybe coming out of their driveways that may be going slower that can significantly skew the overall average. I'm a data guy, that's what I do for a living, so it's right up my alley with the data, but if you think about it, it is a residential area, so, are you excluding people that are only doing 15 miles an hour so that doesn't, mess the data up at the end? It's considered dirty data at the end of the day if you're not doing it.
The lowest speed, according to their calculations, the lowest speed that they got was 7 miles an hour. And that was both on the north and south end, which might be somebody who was hit the rope or the wire right when they were going to turn.
Or it might have been one of these scooters or bikes that's flying up the road too. So you're getting a lot of those. No, and then the other thing was, I don't know if it was brought up with the mufflers. I know there was a meeting where they had spoke about the mufflers on the road. The comment was made that, of course, we don't want to punish anyone that needs to get a muffler fixed, definitely during this time. But the mufflers actually have been fixed to be performance mufflers. And I think that's a little of the problem. It's not like back in the 80s when people had a car that was older and the muffler was falling off. These mufflers are being put on to make noise and get more power to the cars. But that's all I have to say. Thank you once again for all you guys do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Gawad Malik, 270 Hillside Avenue. Andrew, thank you so much for the speed bumps on Hillside Avenue. You guys got them in December. Just want to come to the meeting, congratulate everybody. Happy New Year, and say thank you for the speed bumps.
Can I, through the chair?
Sure.
Have you seen an improvement? There's two on Hillside.
I've seen an improvement once they put the markings on the floor. Before the markings, it was more like a pimple on the bump.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, nobody really noticed them, but once you guys put the markings down, it has slowed people down a little bit.
I saw the picture and I said somebody's gonna lose a kidney or take out a tooth, but okay. Well, that's the important thing that
Well, everybody comes out to complain, nobody comes back to say thank you. I wanted to come back and say thank you, guys.
I appreciate you very well.
Thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to speak? Can I have a motion to close the meeting?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone else? Mayor, you have anything else, or?
Are we going to do old business and new business, or just?
No, we're just, it's,
All right, then I do. In my comments, I forgot to mention Pete, and I think Flo did a really nice job praising Pete, and unfortunately, I work very close with Pete, and like anybody that you're close to, sometimes you take him for granted, and Pete's like a rock. He's a steady hand. We couldn't ask for anybody better. It's been a blessing to Saddlebrook and really a blessing to me, a mentor to me.
Thank you, Mayor. Unfortunately, you're in every day. I can't really do what I wanted.
But I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I forget you a lot. I don't know what it is. I guess maybe I know you don't really need to praise. We know each other well enough. I think you can feel that. You know how I feel about you. Just by the way we interact. So
I know how you treat me.
Well, the best thing is that you're a penny pincher, so that helps. But I also want to read this Bergen County public service announcement that was airing on cable TV. County Executive Jim Tedesco and Chairwoman of the Board of Commissioners, Mary Amoroso, were in this video. And it's very good in that it encapsulizes where we're at right now with this coronavirus. This was a minute-long video. I don't know if really it was the TV commercial. It was on the air on most of the cable networks. I'm going to read it. I changed the words a little bit, but I want to give them, credit. It's not me. These are not my words. The pandemic has been a stressful and challenging time for all of us, and many are experiencing COVID fatigue. We have done a lot of good work to fight the spread of the virus, and the vaccine is now here, but COVID cases are again on the rise, and the war on the virus will continue for some time to come. We asked that you consider modifying your holiday plans to reduce the spread of COVID-19 to keep your friends, families, and your community healthy and safe. Let's continue to be careful and do our parts to fight the virus and COVID fatigue. That means following the CDC guidelines, mask up, keep 6 feet apart, wash your hands frequently, and avoid large indoor gatherings. If you think you may have been exposed, don't hesitate, get tested. Bergen County will continue to test as long as it is needed. To find a testing location near you, visit bergencovidtesting.com. That's bergencovidtesting.com. We're all in this together. We are Bergen strong. We are Saddlebrook strong. Raphael, please put that, if you can highlight that website, that bergencovidtesting.com on the video underneath. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Does anyone else have anything else? Todd?
Karen, first I gotta apologize, because I should have congratulated you first, along with public council members. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Bob, thank you again for another year of deputy ODM. I look forward to working with the chief, and hopefully, if things clear up, Chief, we could think about maybe getting the CERT program back. If things clear up. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
Council President, I just have a question about the benches. Can families go in on it together?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
There are 4, like we said, there are 4, yeah.
Right. There's 2 different styles. There's a 4-foot and a 6-foot. Some are called memorial benches and some are buddy benches.
Okay.
Buddy benches, I think, are narrower, so it's more for, like, I don't know if it's based towards younger children, but it's so more could fit on the bench in order to.
I think they would be more like the benches in the park,
Yeah,
which are 4 feet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but anyone could go to, it doesn't matter as long as they purchase it. Okay, I didn't recognize the mayor or Pete, and I'm sorry that I didn't. I thank you for all you do for us. And because it was a pandemic, Pete, and the picnic is coming this year,
I'm sorry.
so I just
Let's have a
wanted to
little trouble here.
forewarn you, it's going to be big. I think that's it. Could I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The meeting is now adjourned. Have a good evening. Thank you.